we got to let it bounce. All right, we got to let it bounce.
Pickleball's a lot like tennis, ping pong, and badminton. Badminton being the size of the badminton court is the pickleball court. And you use a wiffle ball, a baseball wiffle ball, and use a paddle like this. So it's a lot of ping pong and tennis together.
Go. Nice, get in.
The older generation's really picked up on this pickleball craze because it's easy on your joints. I just made Dan play for a little bit so he sees what the game's about, and he's sweating as I am too. And it's great. You don't have to run as far, and it's just easier on your joints. It's not as much running as like the game of tennis.
Most of them are ex-tennis players. They can no longer make the runs that you need to make in tennis. This, you do not have to move as much. A lot of people do, and they're the good players, but it doesn't. You don't cover as much area, so it's a little easier to play. My feeling is they're teaching it in high school, they're teaching it in grade school, and hopefully if these kids get rackets, they'll come out and they'll play.
Yeah.
We have the official regulation nets and the size courts right here in Lyndon, Illinois. 600 people.
Now, so how did that come about? How did you get this former tennis court converted into pickleball?
They had 2 tennis courts right here, and it wasn't getting a lot of use. They didn't even put up the nets the last couple of years. So my friend Jan and I and my husband, we measured out the courts and said, hey, I think we could put 2 courts on that one side. We only need 2 courts. We don't need 4. Well, who knows? We might need 4 someday. So we said, hey, I typed something up. I went and presented to the Lyndon board, and they said, actually, we mentioned it once, but they kind of let it go. So with this little extra input, they said, let's look into it, let's do it. So I said, if you do it, you got to fill in the cracks, you got to resurface it. It's not the most ideal surface. A really nice tennis court surface would have been great. Pickleball surface, this will do for our little town. If it gets people off the couch and out to play, that's great. I said, please buy paddles. They bought 8 paddles, wooden paddles, and they bought 12 balls. So they're gonna be able to check those. You'll be able to check them out.
I'm a tennis player.
Okay.
I have been playing tennis for longer than I care to mention, ever since the kids were little. And people would come back from their winter breaks and talk about pickleball. 2 years ago, I got my cousin, who lives in Arizona, to play with us. And he said he never plays with beginners, but he did for us. And I like the game. And we kept trying to get people together, which we played in Prophetstown Gym. And it's a makeshift court, but it works just fine. And we learned how to hit the ball and that kind of thing.
I'm calling in. Ow!
But this seems to be like the next evolution of tennis.
The growth is huge. The growth is huge. I like as a senior citizen, when I play up in Sterling Rock Falls, there's 30-year-olds, 40, 50, 60, 70. I just played with somebody that was 83 years old. She's not here right now. 83 years old, so you could do it too.
Good game. Good game.
You make friends, you get exercise, and you get happy when you miss a ball, and you get really happy when you make a good point.
I'll sit out this game.